All that our online audience ever sees of our services is my sermon, but today I wanted to include them in our offertory. Podcast listeners will just have to take my word for it. We've got probably 40 or 50 people here today. And Rob, let me ask you to pull the lens back on the camera for our YouTube audience to be able to see the whole church. And let me ask all of you all to turn and look back at the camera and wave at our online friends. For 6 years now, we've managed this church on our own, using a lot of our resources in poverty-related ministries and keeping our overhead very low because we use volunteers that do the secretarial work, the bookkeeping work, who clean the church building, who cut the grass. We try to hold all of our overhead down as low as possible. But the last couple of years have been pretty tough for us. Some of our major donors have passed away, others have moved out of state, and some have regrettably become inactive. Our future is no longer certain, but we don't want to give up on having a progressive church in this community, both because it meets our needs and frankly because we're aware that our channels on iTunes and YouTube are the most downloaded progressive messages on the internet today. And we want to continue to keep this material available to our online audience. We don't charge for our online content because we want everyone in the world to have access to it, but we do now need for our web-based church members to step up and help us shoulder the expenses of keeping our voice on the web. Please consider becoming a monthly donor at whatever level you can afford. You can go to our website, www.spfccc.org. And when you click on the donate button, you have an option there. You could also click on a recurring monthly donation. And if it's no more than $5 a month, and some people are giving us that much, and some as much as $100 a month, but we estimate that we need $2,000 or $3,000 a month from our web-based viewers in order to meet our current budget. Our small congregation is generous enough to come up with $6,000 or $7,000 a month, but there's only 40 or 50 of us, and there's about 8,000 people that view us online. And so we need more of our online viewers to partner with us in our future. Together we can make sure that the sincere progressives the world over do have an alternative church voice that can feed both their minds and their hearts with an honest, fact-based approach to faith. And I want to thank you for listening, and I want to thank you for your support, and hope that you will make a choice to vote for our continued existence. Our offering among our seated congregation will now be received.